Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In today's videos, we are starting subunit 1.3 Finance in Business. I will explain everything in very simple English with daily life examples. So let's begin. First, let us understand the meaning of finance. Finance means money or funds required to start, run, or expand a business. In simple words, finance is the money needed for every business activities. Example: suppose you want to open a small bakery. Before starting the bakery, you need money for renting a shop, buying an oven, purchasing flour and sugar, paying workers, advertising your bakery. All this money is called the finance. Without money, the bakery cannot start. In easy definition, finance is the process of raising, managing, and using money for business activities. Now let us understand why business is called the lifeblood of business. Finance is also called the lifeblood of business. Think about the human body. Our body needs blood to survive. Without blood, our body cannot function. Similarly, a business needs finance to survive. Without finance, no production, no employees, no machinery, no sales. So finance keep every business alive. That is why finance is called the lifeblood of business. For example, imagine a mobile company. If it does not have enough money, it cannot buy mobile parts, cannot pay employees, cannot manufacture phones, and cannot sell products. Finally, the company may close. Now, let us understand why finance is so important. Means importance of finance in businesses. First one is establishment of business. So, finance is needed to start a new business. It helps purchase land, building, machinery, furniture, equipment. If you want to open a clothing shop, you need money to rent the shop and buy clothes. Without finance, the business cannot even begin. So then second one is purchase of fixed assets. Businesses buy long-term assets using finance. These assets include land, building, machinery, vehicles. These assets help the business operate for many years. A school needs finance to build classroom and buy computers. Then third one is day-to-day business operations. Every business has daily expenses. Finance help pays for raw material, salaries, electricity bills, transport, rent. These are called operating expenses. Then fourth one is business expansion. Business expansion, when a business grows, it needs more money. Finance help businesses open new branches, increase production, enter new markets. For example, a cafe in Bangalore becomes successful. The owner wants to open another cafe in Mysore. For this expansion, more finance is required. Then, fifth one is modernization. Modernization means businesses need finance to buy modern machines and technologies. Modern technology, they help saves time, improve quality, and increases production. A factory replaces the old machines with automatic machines. This is possible only with finance. Then sixth one is research and development. Research and development means finance help businesses develop new products and improving existing ones. Research keeps businesses competitive. For example, a shampoo company develops new herbal shampoo after research. The research requires money. Then seventh one is meeting unexpected expenses. It means sometimes unexpected situation happen. For example, floods, pandemics, economic recession. Finance helps business survive during these difficult times. For example, during COVID-19, Many businesses used their savings to pay employees and continue operations. Then last one, eighth, maintaining goodwill. A business should pay its employees, suppliers, banks, and taxes on time. Timely payment build trust. This trust is called goodwill. So, for example, a company that always pays salary on time earns the trust of employees. So, now we understand the characteristics of finance. Finance has some important features that help every business grow and run smoothly. First one is finance is essential for every business. Finance is necessary for every business, whether it is a small, whether it is a large company. Without finance, a business cannot start or continue its activities. For example, even a small tea stall needs money to buy tea powder, milk, sugar, and cups. Then, second one is it is required at every stage of business operation. Finance is needed from the beginning of the business units until its growth and expansion. It is required for starting the business, running daily operations, and expanding into new markets. For example, a clothing shop needs money to open the shop, buy clothes every month, and later open another branch. Okay. Then third one is it helps in the effective utilization of resources. What it means, finance helps businesses use resources like money, labor, machinery, and raw materials efficiently. Proper use of finance reduces the wastage and increases productivity. For example, a factory buys modern machine to produce more products in less time. Now, fourth point is finance supports business growth and expansion. A business needs finance to increase production, introduce new product or open new branches. Finance helps business grow and become more successful. For example, a restaurant in Bangalore opens a second branch in Mysore because it has enough finance. Then fifth one is proper financial management increases profitability. When finance is managed properly, unnecessary expenses are reduced. This helps the business earn more profit. A shop owner plans expenses carefully and avoid wasting money. As a result, the shop earns high profit. Then last one is finance ensures continuity and stability of the business. Finance helps business continue their operations even during difficult situations. It provides financial support during emergencies. For example, during heavy rainfall or an economic slowdown, a business can continue paying salaries because it has sufficient funds. Then the next topic is source of finance. Now let us discuss the source of finance. A business gets money from different sources. Okay, these sources are mainly divided into two parts. That is, first one is internal sources. Then second one is external sources. Internal sources are the funds that come from within the business. The business uses its own money. The main internal sources are retained earnings. Retains yani saving earning we can use. Then sales of assets. Third one is reserves and surplus. For example, a company earns profit and uses that profit to buy new machines instead of taking a bank loan. Then second one is external sources of finance. External sources are the funds collected from outside the business. The main external sources are bank loan, debentures, equity shares, preference share, trade credit, government grants. A new company takes a bank loan to purchase machinery and start production. Now we understand the educational implication. As a commerce teacher, we should explain the importance of finance using real life business examples. Okay, then second one is help student understand how finance supports business growth and survival. Then third one is encourage financial literacy and responsible financial planning. Then fourth one is use case studies and classroom activities to explain financial decision making. Last point, develop students' understanding of various sources and uses of business finance. So at last, conclusion is finance is called the lifeblood of a business because every business activities depends on the availability of funds. Finance helps a business start its operation, manage daily activities, expand into new markets, adopt modern technology, and achieve long term success. Proper financial management ensures stability, profitability, and sustainable growth. Now we understand. Now we understand the role and importance of finance in business. We already know the meaning of finance. Finance refers to the raising, managing, and proper utilization of funds required for starting, operating, and expanding a business. It is called the lifeblood of a business because every business activities depends on the availability of the finance. Now we understand the role of business, role and importance of business. Finance plays a very important role in the success and growth of every business. Let us understand each role one by one. First is establishment of business. Finance is required to start a business. Before starting any business, money is needed to buy land, building, machinery, furniture, and other equipment. Without finance, business cannot begin its operations. For example, suppose you want to open a bakery, you need money to rent a shop, buy an oven, table, chair, and baking materials. Without money, you cannot start the bakery. Now, second one is purchase of fixed assets. Finance helps business purchase the fixed assets. Fixed assets are long term assets used in business for many years. These includes land, building, machinery, equipment, vehicles. These assets help the business produce goods and provide services. For example, a factory buys a new machine to increase production. The money used to buy this machine comes from finance. Third point, meeting working capital needs. What it means, finance is needed for day to day business activities. Every business has daily expenses. Finance helps pay for raw material, salaries, electricity bills, water bills, rent, transportation, etc. Without working capital, daily business activities will stop. For example, a restaurant buys vegetables every morning and pays its staff every month. These daily expenses require finance. Now we understand the fourth point, business expansion. Business expansion, finance helps business grow and expand. When a business becomes successful, it may want to open new branches, increase production capacity, launch a new product, enter new markets. Expansion require additional finance. A clothing store in Bangalore opens another branch in Mysore after earning good profits. Then fifth one is modernization and technological development. Finance help business adopt modern technology. Businesses replace old machine with new technology to improve quality and productivity. Modern technology also saves time and reduces cost. For example, a factory install automatic machine instead of annual machine to produce more products. Then sixth one is research and development. Finance supports research and development. Businesses spends money to develop new products and improving existing products. Research helps businesses stay ahead of competitors. A cosmetic company develops a new herbal face cream after conducting research. Then seventh point is maintaining business continuity. Finance helps business continue operations during difficult situations. Sometimes businesses face problems like natural disasters, economic recession, sudden increase in cost. Adequate finance help the business survive these challenges. During the COVID-19 pandemic, many companies used their savings to pay salaries and continue their business. At last, alala, last one, not eighth point is payment business obligations. Finance help businesses pay their obligations on time. For example, business must pay salaries, taxes, loan installments, suppliers. Timely payment build trust and improve the business reputation. A company pays its employees on the first day of every month. This increases the employee satisfaction and trust. Ninth point is managing business risk. Finance help businesses manage risk. Every business faces unexpected risk. Having enough finance act as a safety fund during emergency. If the price of raw material suddenly increases, the business can continue production because it has enough funds. Tenth one is increasing profitability. Finance helps increase profit. Proper financial planning reduces unnecessary expenses and make better use of available funds. As a result, the business earns more profit. A shop owner buys goods in bulk at a lower price, reducing cost and increasing profit. 11th one is building goodwill. Finance help builds goodwill of a business. When a business pays its employees, suppliers, banks, and taxes on time, people trust the business. This trust creates goodwill. For example, a company that always delivers the product on time gains customer satisfaction and a good reputation. 12th point is employment generation. Finance create employment opportunities. When business expanded, they need more workers. This create new jobs and support economic development. For example, a new supermarket hires cashiers, managers, delivery staff, and security guards. Now we understand the importance of finance. Now let's go quickly revise the importance of finance in business. First one is helps in starting business. Finance is needed to establish new business. Without money, a business cannot begin its operation. Supports smooth day-to-day operations. Finance helps business buy raw material, pay salaries, pay bills, and manage other daily expenses. This keeps the business running smoothly. Enables business growth and expansion. Finance help businesses increase production, open new branches, and enter in new markets. This leads to business growth. Third one is enable business. Third one is done. Fourth one is improves productivity through modernization. Finance allows businesses to buy modern machinery and technology. Modern technology increases efficiency and improves the product quality. Ensures timely payment of liabilities. Finance helps business pay salaries, taxes, loans, installment, and suppliers on time. Timely payments improve the reputation of the business. Sixth one is promotes innovation and research. Finance supports research and development activities. It helps businesses develop new product and improving existing ones. Seventh one is increases profitability. Proper financial planning and reducing unnecessary expenses and increases profit. A business that manages its finance well becomes more successful. Then builds goodwill and customer confidence, generates employment, ensure long-term stability and sustainability. Now we understand the educational implication of the topic. As a commerce teacher, we should explain the importance of finance using practical business examples, develops financial awareness and decision making skills among students, encourage students to understand the role of finance in entrepreneurship and business success. Use case studies to demonstrate how finance affect the business success, promote financial planning and responsible use of funds. So at last we can say that finance is the backbone and lifeblood of every business because every business activity depends on the availability of funds. It supports every stage of business from starting a business to managing daily operation, expanding into new markets, adopting modern technology, and achieving long term growth. Proper financial management ensures efficient use of resources, increases profitability, builds goodwill, and contributes to the stability and sustainable success of a business. Now we can start the marketing. Now we have completed the finance section. Let's move to our next topic, that is marketing. Whenever we hear the word marketing, many people think it only means selling products. But marketing is much more than selling. Marketing begins from before a product is made and continues even after the product is sold. Let us understand this in detail. So, first we understand the meaning of marketing. Marketing is the process of identifying customer needs, creating products, then promoting them and delivering them to the customers. For example, explanation. In simple words, marketing means understanding what customers wants and providing the right product at the right place at the right time at the right price. Marketing helps satisfy customer needs whole while earning profit for the business also. For example, we can understand better. Suppose many people want healthy snacks. A company studies customer needs, prepare healthy snacks, advertise them on social media, sells them in supermarkets, and collects customers' feedback. All these activities together are called marketing. Okay, definition of marketing. According to Philip Kotler, marketing is a social and managerial process by which individual and group obtain what they need and want through creating and exchanging products and services of value. Simple explanation. This means marketing helps people get the products and services they need through buying and selling. Now we understand the types of marketing. First one is traditional marketing. Traditional marketing uses offline methods to promote products. These includes newspaper, television, radio, posters, banners, pamphlets. In new clothing stores, advertises in a local newspaper. This is traditional marketing. Then second one is digital marketing. Digital marketing promotes product using the internet. Businesses use social media, websites, YouTube, email, mobile apps. Okay. For example, a bakery advertises its cake on Instagram and Facebook. This is a digital marketing. Then third one is direct marketing. In direct marketing, businesses communicates directly with customers. without middlemen. They use phone calls, SMS, email, WhatsApp, personal visits. For example, a bank sends an SMS offering a new credit card. This is a direct marketing. Fourth one is retail marketing. Retail marketing means selling products directly to final consumers through retail shop. A customer buys grocery from a supermarket. This is called retail marketing. Okay. Wholesale marketing means selling products in large quantities to the retailer. Retail Retailers then sell the products to customers. For example, a biscuit companies sells thousands of biscuit packets to wholesaler. This is wholesale marketing. Social marketing. Social marketing aims to improve society rather than earn profit. It creates awareness about social issues. For example, companions or like save water, say no to plastic, wear a helmet. These are the example of social marketing. Then seventh one is service marketing. Service marketing promotes services instead of physical product. For example, banking, education, healthcare, tourism. A hospital advertises its health checkup packages. This is service marketing. Then, now we understand the function of marketing. Now, let us understand the important function of marketing. First one is market research. Business collect information about customer needs and customer trends and market trends. A mobile company asks customers what features they want in new phone. Second one is product planning and development. Business design improve products according to customer needs. A company introduce sugar-free biscuits for customers. Diabetic customers. Then third one is buying and assembling. Businesses purchase the raw material and other resources need for production. A furniture company buys wood, nails and paints. Fourth one is selling. Marketing helps business sell products to customers. A salesperson explains the features of a refrigerator to a customer. Then fifth one is pricing. Pricing business decided the selling price of product. This price should be affordable for customers and profitable for the business also. For example, a company sets reasonable price for a new smartphone. Then sixth point is promotion. Promotion creates awareness about products. Method includes advertising, sales promotion, personal telling, selling, personal relations. For example, a company gives a buy one get one free offer. Seventh point is distribution and place. Marketing ensures product reach customer at the right place, right time. Milk is delivered daily to nearby shops. Packaging and branding. Good packaging products protects product. Branding helps customer identify the product. For example, the unique bottle design of a soft drink helps customer recognize the brand. Then ninth one is customer service. Business provides support after selling the product. A mobile company offers 1 year warranty and free service. Storage and transportation. Then this one is the last point, storage and transportation. Marketing includes storing goods safely and transporting them to different places. Vegetables are transported from transported from farms to city market. Now we understand the importance of marketing. Satisfy customer needs, increases sales and profit, create awareness about the product, builds strong brand image, help businesses face competition, supports business growth, face competition, improves standard of living, generates employment, contributes to the economic development, builds long-term customer relationship. Now we understand the educational implications. As a commerce teacher, we should explain marketing concepts using real life businesses. Second point is encourage students to understand customer needs and market trends. Develop communication, creativity, and problem solving skills. Use case studies, advertisement, and business activities for better learning. Promotes ethical awareness and practices and customer satisfaction. So, at last, concludes today's topic. Marketing is much more than selling products. It is a complete process that starts with identifying customer needs and end with the customer satisfaction. Effective marketing helps business increase sales, build strong customer relationship, improve their brand image, and achieve long-term success. A good marketing strategies benefit both businesses and customer by creating value and meeting marketing needs. Now we understand the meaning of consumer. Now we have completed the marketing section. Let's move to the next important topic of subunit 1.3, which is consumer rights, consumer responsibilities, and consumer forum.
So now let's move to the next important topic, which is consumer rights, consumer responsibilities, and consumer forums. Every day we buy products like food, clothes, mobile phones, medicines, and many other items. Sometimes we receive good quality products, but sometimes we may receive defective or poor quality products. To protect consumers, To protect consumers from unfair trade practices, the government has provided certain rights and established consumer forums. Let us understand this topic step by step. So, first we understand the meaning of consumer. A consumer is a person who purchases goods or services for personal use and not for resale. So, this is called consumer. In simple words, a consumer is the final user of a product or service. The consumer buys products to satisfy personal needs. If you buy a mobile phone for your own use, you are a consumer. And if a restaurant buys vegetables to cook food for customers, it is not the final consumer of those vegetables. So now we understand the customer rights or consumer rights. So now let us understand consumer rights are the rights provided to consumers to protect them against exploitation of by manufacturers, sellers and service providers. In India, these rights are protected under the Consumer Protection Act, that is 2019. So first right is right to safety. Consumers have the right to be protected from goods and services that may harm their health of life. Business should sell safe and quality products. A consumer has the right to buy an ISI marked electric iron because it is tested for safety. Now second right is right to information. Consumers have the right to receive complete and correct information about product. The information should be include price, quantity, quality, ingredients, manufacturing and expiry date, usage instruction. For example, packaged food products must display nutritional information and expiry dates. Then third one is right to choose. Consumers are free to choose any product or brand. No one can force them to buy a particular product. For example, if a shopkeeper forces you to buy one brand of cooking oil, even though you want another brand, your right to choose is affected. Then, fourth one is right to be heard. Right to be heard, consumers have the right to express their complaints and suggestions. Business should listen carefully and solve consumer problems. If a customer receives damaged mobile phone, they have the right to complain to the company. Then fifth one is right to seek redressal. If a consumer suffers because of defective products or poor services, they have the right to receive compensation, replacement, repair, or refund. Then, sixth one is right to consumer education. Every consumer has the right to know their rights and responsibilities. Consumer education helps people make better purchasing decisions. For example, school, colleges, and awareness campaigns teach consumer how to avoid fraud while shopping. So now we understand the responsibilities of consumers. Rights always comes with responsibilities. A responsible consumer should be buy products from authorized sellers. Second one is read labels and instructions carefully. Third one is check the manufacturing and expiry dates. Fourth one is always ask for and keep the purchase bill. Then fifth one is use products according to the manufacturer's instruction. Last one reports defective product goods or unfair trade practices. For example, if you buy a mixer grinder, keep the bill safely because it is needed if you want to claim the warranty. Okay, now we understand the consumer forums. So, meaning consumer forums are quasi judicial bodies established under the Consumer Protection Act to solve consumer complaints quickly, easily, and at a low cost. They protect consumer rights and provide justice against unfair trade practices. This will be Consumer Protection Act 2019. Now we understand the three-tier consumer dispute redressal commission. So first one is District Consumer Commission. It works at the district level. It handles consumer complaints within its financial jurisdiction. For example, if a consumer is a district receives a defective television, they can file a complaint before the district commission. Then second one is State Consumer Commissioner. State Consumer Dispute Redressal. It works at the state level. It hears appeals against decision of the district commission. It also deals with higher value consumer cases. Then third one is National Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission. Yani National Commission. So first one is function at the national level. It handles cases involving very high value claims. It also appears against state commission decisions. Its decision can be challenged before the Supreme Court of India. Now we understand the functions of consumer forums. Protect consumer rights, hear consumer complaints, settle disputes between consumers and sellers, order replacement, repair, refund, or compensation, prevent unfair trade practices, promote consumer awareness and education. Now we understand the importance of consumer forums. Consumer forums are important because they provide quick and affordable justice, protect consumer from exploitations, promote fair trade practices, increase consumer confidence, encourage businesses to maintain quality standards, create awareness about consumer rights. Now we understand the educational implication. As a commerce teacher, we should educate students about consumer rights and responsibility, explain the role of consumer forums through real life examples, encourage students to make informed purchasing decisions, conduct awareness programs on consumer protection, promote ethical business practices and consumer awareness. So, at last, we conclude consumer plays an important role in every economy. To protect them from unfair trade practices, the government provides various consumer rights and established consumer forums for quick justice. An aware and responsible consumer makes informed decisions, protect their own interest, and contribute to a fair, transparent, and ethical marketplace. Now we discuss the second part, that is accounting part. Every business buys goods, sells products, pays salaries, receive money, pay bills every day. Can a business remember all these transactions without writing them down? The answer is no. That is why accounting is very important. Let us understand very step by step. So first we understand the meaning of accounting. Accounting is the process of recording, classifying, summarizing, analyzing, interpreting, and communicating the financial transaction of a business. In a simple words, accounting means keeping a proper record of all money related transaction in a business. It helps us know how much money the business earns, spends, owns, and owes. And here we mention, in simple words, accounting is the systematic recording and reporting of financial transactions to provide useful information for decision making. So, this is called accounting. For example, we understand better. Suppose a shopkeeper buys goods for rupees 20,000 and sells them for rupees 30,000. If these transactions are recorded properly, the shopkeeper can easily know the profit. So, this process is called accounting. So, according to American Institute Certified Public Accounting is the art of recording, classifying, summarizing in a significant manner in terms of money, transaction, and events which are in part at least of a financial character and interpreting the result thereof. Simple explanation. What in this? The definition means accounting records all financial transactions in an organized manner and helps understand the financial position of a business. Then, definition 2, According to R. and Antony, accounting is a means of collecting, summarizing, analyzing, and reporting financial information about the business. Uh, Means collecting, summarizing, analyzing, reporting, and monetary terms information about the business. This means accounting collects in financial information and present it in a way that helps people make better business decisions. Now we understand the characteristics. Introduction is every business carries out numerous financial transactions such as purchasing goods, selling products, paying salaries, and receiving payments. It is impossible to remember all these transactions without maintaining proper records. Accounting provides a systematic method of recording and presenting financial information, helping business owners and other stakeholders make informed decisions. Now we understand the characteristics of accounting. First one is it records the financial transaction. Accounting records only those transactions that involves money. Buying furniture is recorded. A friendly conversation with the customer is not recorded. Okay. Then second one is transaction are recorded in terms of money. Every transaction is recorded in terms of money. Buying goods worth rupees 5,000 is recorded in the accounts. Then third one is it follows a systematic and scientific process. Accounting follows a proper sequence of recording and maintaining financial records. This makes information accurate and organized. Then fourth one is helps in preparing financial statements. Accounting helps prepare important statements like trading account, profit and loss account, balance sheet. These statements shows business performance. Supports decision making. Accounting provides useful and financial information to business owners and managers. They use this information to make important business decisions. Sixth one is it ensures accuracy, transparency, and accountability. Accounting keeps financial records clear, honest, and reliable. This increases trust among investors, banks, and customers. Now we understand the need for accounting in business. Now let us understand why is needed. First one is maintain systematic records. Accounting keeps all financial record transaction organized. This prevents confusion and loss of important information. Second one is determines profit or loss. Accounting helps calculate whether the business has earned a profit or suffered a loss. If income is greater than expense, the business earns profit. This is done through the preparation of trading account and profit and loss account. Third one is determine financial position. It means accounting helps identify assets, liability, capital through the balance sheet. Fourth one is assist in decision making. Managers use accounting information for planning and budgeting and expansion. Fifth one is helps in legal compliance. Proper accounting helps business pay taxes correctly and follow the government rules. Then sixth one is control business operation. Accounting helps control expenses and reduce frauds and unnecessary spending. Seventh one is facilitates comparison. Accounting helps compare the business performance of different years. It also helps compare one business with another. Eighth one is helps in obtaining loans. Bank ask for financial statement before approving loans. Good accounting records increases the credibility of the business. Ninth one is protects business assets. Accounting keeps records for of all business assets. This helps prevent misuse and theft. Last point is 10th provides information to stakeholders. Accounting provides useful information to owners, investors, creditors, employers, government, and customers. This information helps them make informed decisions. Now we understand the importance of accounting. Now let us understand why accounting is important. Maintains complete financial records, helps measures business performance, supports effective planning and control, assists in financial decision making, promotes transparency and accountability, improves business credibility, facilitates tax payment and auditing, contributes to the growth and success of the business. Now we understand the educational implication. As a commerce teacher, we should explain accounting concept with practical business examples, develop students' skills in maintaining financial records, encourage accuracy, honesty, and responsibility in accounting practices. Using accounting exercise and case studies for better understanding. Help students understand the importance of accounting in business management and entrepreneurships. So, at last, conclusion is accounting is known as the language of business because it records and communicates financial information in a systematic manner. It helps businesses determines profit or loss, understand their financial position, makes better decision, comply with legal requirements and manage resources efficiently. Without accounting, it is difficult for any business to survive and grow successfully. So, congratulations, we have successfully completed Unit 1.3. In this unit, we learned finance and its role of business, marketing, its type, function, and importance, consumer rights, responsibility, and consumer forms, accounting, its meaning, characteristics, need, and importance. So, these concepts are the foundation of business and commerce. Understanding them will help you in your B.Ed examination, competitive exams, and future training. Thank you for watching this complete lecture. If you found it helpful, please like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. In the next lecture, we will continue. Thank you.